Hello, it's Jeanette with Amazing Paper Crafts. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am back with another video tutorial, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be working with the Bloom Where You Are Planted suite. And I'm going to just bring out some of the products that come in that suite. We have a beautiful die and stamp set. This is a bundle here that you could buy separately, of course. Save 10% when you do. But when you buy the whole bundle, you still save that 10%. Also, it comes with this beautiful designer series paper, and I've already cut into it. And this does come 12 by 12. I just want to show you some of these gorgeous pieces here. And the dies are wonderful because we have dies that will cut out this, and also I think, oh, let me grab this one here. The dies will cut this one out and that one out and that one out on this piece of paper. And on this other sheet here that I have, let me see if I can find it now. We've got nothing but pots. I know it's here. Here it is right here. The dies will cut out these two pots and this one too. So 3 pots that it'll cut out. And then you just add your foliage and plants and everything. So today I decided I'm going to make two cards. One very simple card, okay, and one just a little bit more complicated, but still easy enough for the Simply Sweet Saturday. Okay, so the first card that I'm going to make, I'm going to be using a white card base. This is very, very easy. We're going to just use a layering piece, and this is in Just Jade, and this piece measures 5 3/8 by 4 1/4. Okay, and that will layer here. And then this piece is a piece that I cut off from the big one. It's a great big piece of designer series paper that's like this. And you just cut it down the middle, and then you can make your slices for your, for your cards. And that is kind of like Kylie Bertucci's Love It, Chop It, right? I'm sure you're familiar with that. And so this is just going to layer on here. But before I do any layering, I want to do some stamping. And the stamp set that we have has some beautiful sentiments on here. And the sentiments that I have chosen for this is... to a dear friend, and on the inside of the card I want to do You Touched My Heart. Okay, so let's bring out some this is Soft Succulent. I think I want Just Jade. Hold on a second, where's my Just Jade? Yeah, I think I got out the wrong one. This is the one I want, but Soft Succulent would kind of look nice with that too, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're going to use some Just Jade. I'm thinking maybe I should use Garden Green. What do you think? Let's see if I brought out my Garden Green. I didn't, but I could. Yes, I think I'm going to change my mind and use Garden Green. Or am I? Well, let's do a test here. This is why I have grid sheet. Okay, so this is going to say To a Dear Friend. And we're going to stamp it down. And let's, oh, I like that. Okay, so let's clean this off with our chamois. Okay, and let's try the Garden Green and see which one I like better. I think I'm going to like the Just Jade. Okay, so Just Jade it is. So let's clean this off again. Put the Garden Green aside. We might be able to use that for our other card. And I'm going to just go and use the Just Jade to stamp right here To a Dear Friend. And I'm going to try to get it as straight as I can. It's just a little off, but I'm okay with that. And now I'm going to just attach it to this. And I will be using some seal adhesive. This is the Seal Plus. I'm just going to use a little Seal Plus here. And I don't take my adhesive all the way to the edges. And the reason I don't do that is because I want to be able to make sure that I have a perfect border all the way around. And this is going to be such a thin border. And I want to make sure I get it right. And that is not too bad. Okay, and so once again, I'm going to just, before I do that, let me just go ahead and put these two things on here because I've got some gorgeous ribbon here. This I haven't used yet, so let me open it up. I'm going to just take your pick tool and try to get in between there without grabbing the ribbon. And I just break it like that. Okay. And it does have a little starter here. There we go. It is some gorgeous ribbon. Oh my goodness, look how pretty that is. This is the Just Jade braided ribbon. Okay, so we're going to put a little bit of that in the front of this card just to give it some, guess what I forgot to bring out? You guessed it, my silicone craft sheet. Yes, okay. I've got everything toppling over there. Okay, so we're going to bring this card here. I'm going to bring this top here like that. Okay, sorry about that. And then we're going to put this on the bottom here just because it's going to go nicely. I'm going to use my ribbon scissors here just to cut this part off. Okay. And we'll just put it like maybe an inch from the top here, like that. We need a little bit more seal, a little lower. Yes, okay. So we'll put it like that. We'll swing it over like this. And we'll cut it like that. And then let's make a bow. So, you know me and bows, but I think I can make a nice little bow here that will look nice on that side of the card. And this ribbon has the gold on both sides, so making a bow with this ribbon is very easy. Oh my goodness, it's soft. It's really nice. I like this ribbon a lot. I'm going to put that bow right here. I'm going to just cut these off like that. I might have to cut them a little shorter in just a minute, but I'm going to take some mini glue dots and we will stick a mini glue dot right here. Okay, like that. And we'll take this, add a little bit more seal adhesive. Boy, everything's sticking to me. Okay, a little more seal on top and the bottom here. And we're going to just make sure it has a little border all the way around. Okay, and there we go. So what about the inside? Let's do something on the inside. For the inside, I have I have this little stamp here. That's this stamp right here. I think I'm just going to put a little plant right here. And on the inside, I'm also going to be putting the sentiment that says, you touched my heart. That's this one here. Yes. So let's do the sentiment first, and we'll go ahead and do it again with the Just Jade. Let's put that aside there. And I want that to kind of go right in the middle here, if I can get it straight. Okay, you touched my heart. Oops. You know what? I think I'm going to have to maybe put a label there, but we'll leave it like that for now. We'll fix it later. And with this one here, this is the little, I guess I don't know what kind of plant that is. I really don't know my plants very well. But I'd like to put one right here. And I kind of want to stamp off and put one right there. Okay, and I think that's what I'm going to do. Just leave it like that. To a dear friend, you touch my heart. Simple, simple, and we're done. Okay, let's do the next card. Okay, the next card's a little more complicated. I'm going to start out with a piece of gray granite base. And I have cut this to 4 1/4. And this is 11 inches, and I scored it at 5 1/2. Okay, and then this is going to be for the inside. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on the inside yet. We're probably going to do a little bit of stamping, but this is what's going to layer on here. Now this piece measures 4 inches by 5 1/4, and I will be layering that right here. This will layer on top, and then we're going to work with some of the pieces that I die cut from the Designer Series paper. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. Let me take this silicone craft sheet away for a second. Okay, so I have this little pot that I die cut. Okay, and I think I'm going to go ahead and put that right there. Okay, I also have this little pot here. Well, let me see. Where is my little hanging thing? Here it is, right here. I want to hang something right here. Okay. Now, I'm not going to try to tape this little lattice piece down, because what's going to hold it down is the dimensionals that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and I'm not sure exactly what pot I'm going to use. Let's see. I can use this one here with that there, and I can do this one here, but let's go ahead and stamp. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stamp our pot. And I'm going to go ahead and use gray granite for that, because that's the pot I want in the hanging, this little hanging thing here. So, see, I just had that. Here it is right here. And I'm using this pot right here. Okay, and I will be die cutting it. I'm going to be doing that in gray granite. Okay, and I also want some greenery. And I have two choices. I could use this one or this one. I'm going to try them both. I'm going to go ahead and stamp. Let's close this up. I'm going to stamp one in Just Jade. And let's see how that goes. Okay. One in Just Jade. Like that. Ooh, that's really dark. I like it. I like it a lot. But let's try the other stamp, and we'll see if that one is going to look nice in the mint macaron. Okay, we'll try mint macaron, and we'll put that one right here. Okay, well, I like them both, but I'm going to clean this one off, and I'm going to stamp this one in Just Jade, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to clean this one off, and I'm going to stamp this one in the mint macaron, and we'll see which one looks nicer when I get back from die cutting it all. I might have to do that on the other side because I missed a little bit, but we'll fix it. Okay, and I'll be right back after I die cut everything. So I have everything all die cut. And off camera, I was kind of playing around with the combinations of what I want to do on this card. But the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and attach this designer series paper. I know I should have my silicone craft sheet out. And I'm going to put this on this card here. Okay, not worrying about the inside just yet. And we are going to make sure that it has a nice even border. I think it's going to be like a 1/8 inch border all the way around, if I could get it even. That's good enough right there. And now this is going to go ahead and attach right here. It's got a little rip there, but it's going to attach right here, and I really don't want to attach it with any kind of glue. Everything that is going to hold this down is going to be with dimensionals behind our pots. So let's get our pots together. I die cut a couple of these. This doesn't have a stamp. This is just a die. It's really, really pretty. It's got like I don't know, it's kind of looks like it's embossed a little bit, but it's actually cut out. It's kind of cool. I really like that. So we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue. Let me bring out my silicone craft sheet so I don't get glue everywhere. We're going to put a little glue here on the back of this, and we are going to go ahead and put this here. Wait, let me see. Do I want this in front? Yeah, I think I want that in the front, and then this one behind it like that. Okay. And that's the way that's going to go, and it's going to have a dimensional. So let me get out my dimensionals. We're going to have a couple of dimensionals here. One right there and one right there. And we're going to move this over here and make sure that this is right in the center of everything. It's going to have more space from side to side than it will from top to bottom as far as measurement goes. But this is going to go right here, right on the edge of the card. Okay. And then we're going to put this pot together. And I decided to use one of the things that I stamped to go here. And then we will put this right here. But I think what I want to do is kind of let it lean over. So I'll go ahead and put some seal adhesive right here, all on the top. And then we're going to put this in the front like that. Okay, and then this, I'm going to put a little bit of seal right here because it's going to be kind of leaning over like that. Okay, and we'll put that right there. So let's use some more dimensionals so that we can pop this up and hold this down. We'll put one right here, and one right here. Okay. I need to bring out some more dimensionals. I don't already have some on my film area here. Okay, there it is right here. That's holding that part down. Okay, and now this, I've decided to put this together with this in the front and this in the back, like that. And we will, I'm just going to put a little bit of seal adhesive. Oh, not using my silicone craft sheet. I'll use a little bit of seal adhesive for that one, and a little seal adhesive for the front of that. Okay, and that's going to kind of go right behind it like that, kind of on the tilt, because this is going to go all in front of it. And I will need to use a little bit of glue. We'll use just a little bit of multi-purpose liquid glue. And I'm just going to put some on the big spots here and in all those little cross areas. Okay. And I don't want it to ooze out so much. So what I'm going to do, I think it'll be okay. I'm going to place it right here like that. Okay. Make sure that that stays like that. And then we're going to put some dimensionals. I think I have some more dimensionals over here. Okay. So we'll stick a couple of dimensionals here and there. Like that. Let's move this card aside. Let's move those aside here. I'm not going to be using those. Okay, and this is going to be hanging right here like that. Ooh, that's really cute. Okay, so what are we going to do about a sentiment? I'm not sure yet, but what I did have out was my thank you right here. Thank. Okay. Wipe this off real good, and then on the other side here I'm just going to ink up the U. We'll put that right here like that. All right, and now let's see what we have to cut this out. We have some circle dies. And we'll use one of these circle dies here. Let's see, which one do we want? Which one is going to fit? That's it. That's the one. I will be right back. I will cut this out of my on my die cutting machine and be right back. Okay. We're just going to set that right there. Okay. I'll put these away. Put this away, we're going to pop this up with dimensionals. Yeah, dimensionals here. I'll put 2. And like I say, it's those dimensionals that hold it down. And we're just going to put that thank you right here on here. And now on the inside of the card, we're going to be putting the sentiment that says, "You were there and I am grateful." And we're going to put that right in the middle here. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and use some more Just Jade. Okay, like right here, right in the center, as straight as I can. Okay. Nope, looks like I'm going to need to stamp this over again. I doubt that I'll be able to get it straight. How about we flip this card over? Okay. Sometimes you need to stamp it and make sure that it's going to stamp right, especially when you first use these stamps. Okay. You were there and I am grateful. There, that's much better. Okay, we're leaving that out because what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to put a little potted plant here. Yeah, that's what I want to do, but I want to make it in the cinnamon cider, kind of matching that lattice in the front. So we've got our little cinnamon cider pot right here. Okay, and we could put, let's see, we're going to just put this one right over it like that. And it goes off the page, but that's okay. I'm good with that. And that's my inside. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put some seal adhesive on here. Well, let's close these up because you know what happens when I leave that open. Okay, now that's the bad side. No one's going to see it. Okay, let's put this in here like this. And it's going to have a very thin border all the way around. Like that. And there is my card. And here is my other card. But what I didn't do with my other card here is I have some these really pretty jewels that I think I want to put a couple of jewels here and there. And these are the In Color 2021 to 2023 In Color jewels. Okay, and I think I've got 2. I started a package and then started another package, but we'll go ahead and use up some of those. And get out my Take Your Pick tool. I'm going to grab one right here and put one right there. I'll grab a couple of smaller ones. Yep, we'll put one right here and one maybe right here, just to dress it up just a little bit. Okay, and so now I'm actually done, finally done with these 2 cards. And if you stuck with me, I'm very, very grateful. So anyway, these are my 2 cards made with the Bloom Where You Are Planted Sweet. And this is my Simply Sweet Saturday video. And I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope I've taught you something. And I hope that you will try either one of these cards or both. If you need any of the tools and supplies that I used in this video, please go to my website, www.geoamazingpapercrafts.stampinup.net, or in the description, everything is going to be listed. So you can just click on there and it'll take you straight to my website if you see something that you like. So once again, I'm Jeanette with Geoamazing Paper Crafts, and you make it a great day. Bye-bye.